Make Shane Long is out. How much of a blow and disappointment is that?
Well, it's a disappointment. I hope it turns out not to be any sort of a blow, of course, because I'm hoping we've got other strikers that can do the business for us.
Yeah.
It's a huge blow for him as well, having come in and recovered from injury from the last time, and then picking up an injury this time. So, really disappointed for him. Yeah, it's. I think that's. Excuse me a second. Look, it's just the way it is. So he's got to get back and get fit, and hopefully be right for the next ones.
Do you have any plans to pull in anyone in his stead, or are you going what you have?
No, at all. No, I'm not bringing anybody else in. I've got 5-6 strikers in, so we've got plenty of ammunition as it was.
Hey, you spoke last week about you had plans to go back and watch the previous games of Denmark over the last couple of years to see if we could improve on anything. Have you done that?
It was the more relevant game that I watched against Switzerland. I think whatever we did against them has got no bearing on what I'm going to do, to be quite honest. I saw them as well when I was doing the Nations League. Not that I can remember them all, because I did a lot of games. But I remember enough about them. The other game I watched was the Switzerland game, and Denmark were excellent in it. Don't know how they ended. I don't know how they were 3-0 down. They played like the home team. They put the full press on and went after Switzerland. They conceded it was a little bit of a sloppy goal, but then the second one was a handball. It was an awful decision. They ended up 3-0 down. Looked like they're dead and buried, and they ended up being 3-3. So I think that tells you something about their resilience and their determination as well as the quality that they've got.
Yeah, obviously everyone knows about Ericsson. What other strengths do you think that they have?
The strengths are that they've been playing that team, that same shape, for a long time. They're a big, powerful team. Sean and Delaney started in that one with Ericsson playing in behind. Poulsen on the right looks a real threat, running from out to in. They're just a very, very compact, organised. They've been together a while. They've played the same shape. The manager's been there for a while. I give Ridey. So all in all, they're a tough nut to crack.
And we saw in the Champions League final at the weekend that players struggled to get back into the rhythm after a 3-week break. I mean, some of the championship players that you have in the squad won't have played for over a month by the time the Denmark game comes around. Is that much of a concern for you that you might be playing?
Well, it's not ideal, but I do think the Champions League final was affected as much by the first goal, a penalty after 30 seconds, which I don't, in my mind, was never a penalty. It seems now anything that hits your arm, your hand is. Tottenham and Liverpool are both attacking teams. Tottenham then, quite rightly in my view, didn't go gung-ho and try and get a goal back, with the view that probably the best, them and City, best counter-attacking teams would have punished them. They end up 2-0 down, they're out of the game. And I think Liverpool 1-0 up equally didn't want to expand and then get done by Tottenham when they got the lead. So I think that had effect on it, but I do also think the 3 weeks off has a cumulative effect on it, because although they'll be training, it's that putting the socks on, putting the pads on, putting the boots on, putting the kit on, getting ready for a game, playing a game, the intensity of it, you cannot replicate that in training.
Yeah, and the last question from me, the players who then were playing in high intensity games more recently in the playoff finals and so on, do you think that they will have an advantage when it comes to team selection in the morning?
We'll find out. And whether playing in playoff finals, winning them has a positive effect or losing them has a negative effect, I wouldn't see that in Richard Keogh though, because he's been great coming in training, just being himself, real positive person around the place. Whether Ericsson is feeling it because he lost and they didn't play very well as a team, I've no idea. Or whether he turns up and he wants to make amends for it, I haven't got a clue. No, I can't affect any of those feelings. Pleasure.
I think Denmark have any strikers that you would a lot of talk about big favourite, but maybe back to the Qualifier.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and name them all. Poulsen was the one that, because I can't remember them, having watched the game yesterday, so I'm not even going to try. But the big fella up front was a big 6'4", as is Poulsen, who was, I thought, a real threat playing from the right and coming in. They've got an attacking threat, and certainly Ericsson, who didn't, even in that game, he doesn't have to have that much of the ball to be a threat, because when he gets it, if he gets the opportunity, the space, the time, he can find a pass. And of course his free kick deliveries. They're also a big powerful team as well, so quite clearly a threat at free kicks and corners.
You mentioned Sean and Delaney there as well. I think last time they played here, they seemed to get a lot of space to go into it in midfield, and that was kind of an area where they kind of got most of their joy from. You have to kind of try and stop them before they get to the halfway line. Is that possible even when you're playing in Copenhagen?
Well, that would be the intention. I guess it's how you deal with them. We've watched the game. Joe Dunn, who's the analyst and has been for a long time, has shown us bits of it, of the other games, only bits of them, and they don't play any different. They're playing exactly the same way and pretty much the same team. And Sean and Delaney do get on the ball, because the fullback, Salsgaard, is it? He pushes us right up on top. The wide player comes and plays on the inside. The midfield player drops your targets at fullback. They try and shift you around. They're very, very good. They've got good movement, but we'll be trying to stop them in the tracks.
The Georgia game showed that we can play very well with the ball, attacking football with the ball at our feet. What do you feel you've brought in that maybe past managers haven't? We haven't seen us play that way in a while. What do you think you've brought in that maybe past managers haven't?
I'll let you tell everybody that. Whatever you think. I just come in and be me, and TC, Robbie, and the staff, and I do it the way I see fit. And if it works, we had a really good performance. I could be one performance away from saying, what do I bring? There's been no difference. I don't know. So I'm not into that. I'm not into telling you what that is. If you want to write anything, then please do. Sorry, I'm not.
But it's been a great start, obviously, and things keep going in this vein. Obviously, we know that the change between yourself and Stephen Kenny in the future, whatever may be of that. But will it be hard for you to step aside, even though you know it's probably going to happen if you keep continuing this way?
We're playing Denmark on Saturday. Friday, actually, not Saturday. Play them on Saturday if they want as well, but we're playing them on Friday, and that really is my only focus. Sorry if it's a boring answer to a question that you're hoping for something better, a bit more meat on the bone, but there's none for you, I'm afraid. Sorry. Because it's not relevant to me. I'm concentrating on the games ahead.
Two recent trips to Denmark yielded positive results for the squad remain involved. Do they draw from those experiences of going to Denmark, just the knowledge of the sort of knowledge of going there, knowing the surroundings, knowing the place, and knowing the feelings you say?
For the players.
Yeah.
I would hope so. They've got more knowledge of the Denmark team than I have, playing against them. But I know it's like being a player. You play against them 2 years ago, and then you have another 40 games the following season, 40 games the season after that, and you're not concentrating on one team. But I think, bearing in mind that we've been there and not got beaten, then does that give them confidence? I don't know. Because I said the other week, when the 5-1 are here, does that knock the confidence? No, it's just a different game. And I don't know whether we're playing any differently. We'll see how it affects them.
And the same, over the course of the games, then a few of the Danish players come up with quite some remarks about the Irish team in general. Again, will that use as a motivation factor? Individually, not new in a sense, but would that sort of thing play out, that say in their mind?
It would with me. Well, it would, yeah. Whether we're all different. Like I said, they go and play other games, they forget about it. I guess if you could print what they said and remind them, so somebody mentions it, it might just have a positive effect. If somebody insults you, then I guess you'd take umbrage at it and want to do something, wouldn't you? If you could, in any positive way in which you could. I didn't know what they said, to be quite honest.
And then just final one.
What did they say? So it'll go in print because somebody will say it then. What did they say?
Well, there was comments about tin of beans, not the exact quote, but also what the football was essentially agricultural, very respected for
We are from a farming country though, aren't we, to be quite honest?
Well, anyway, we'll go on to the match from the team's perspective from your own. It gives it insight into your way after the Georgia game. You sort of spoke about solid defence, or central defence especially, and someone looking after the 10, and then allowing the rest to go and play.
Yeah.
That was the case at the beginning of the Georgia game. So is that still possible, that same sort of approach possible in a way to Denmark? Probably a little bit more caution, and as you say, Denmark went to Switzerland and played with the home team. So.
I hope so. Yeah, having watched, if you'd have sat and watched that with us and not knowing who was playing at home, you wouldn't have been able to tell. We will endeavour to play the same way, yeah. And they have wanted to play the same way as Georgia do. 4-2-3-1. They've got a real specialist 10 in Ericsson, of course. Yes, we managed to look after the Georgian team and their 10. Whether we can do it with Ericsson for 90 minutes will remain to be seen. But that will be the intention, yes, to play that way. And I think if we play on the front foot, we've got more chance than if we just sit back and try and soak up the pressure and accept that they're going to have the ball. Okay. Thank you.
Can I just get can I get rid of
He's been. You go. Come on, that's a good. I always answer this question. We'll go next there next. Go on, you try one.
How's James Talbot fit into the squad since he's been gone?
He's been great. I think he was nervous when he came in, which is natural. You know, he's coming in, he's probably thinking he'll be watching that game or the games on TV. But he's done really well in terms of just being in the squad and watching him in the finishing sessions and the games that he's played. He's been great. Yeah, he's a nice young fella. It's better than posting letters, I think he says, to be honest with you.
just over to Glenn Whelan, were you surprised to hear him raise by Aston Villa?
None whatsoever. Not at all. Neither was he. He was expecting it. You know, the older we get, we you've got a bit of savvy about you and you know what's going on. And the fact that nobody's talked to him about staying on, and he's 35, and I know he had a chat with Dean, and he would be on the bench.
Yeah.
Would he want to be on the bench at 35? I don't think so. And he doesn't deserve to be. He deserves to be playing in somebody's team. The 2 days he's been in here, he's been excellent. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. And he's in great shape, and he always does a bit extra. No, he'll go and play somewhere. And he'll want to play because he'll want to prolong his international career. Whenever he played like he did against Georgia, he was excellent in that game.
Yeah, he seems the kind of player that might be well played for sticking around here.
I'm glad you think so.
You agree?
You'll find out on Friday, won't you?
Just quickly on James Talbot, you mentioned it was mentioned to you. What do you think his future will hold from? Like, he's one of those guys who went to England, didn't work out, and he's come back, he's been brilliant for what he did this season. What kind of potential has he got?
Well, I said it was quite clearly he's got potential because he was at Sunderland at an earlier age. It doesn't always work out, as we know that. I mean, the percentage of players that come back from going to England is an outrageous number, actually. I was told you, I think I said, if you're in the press conference, I said it was Gerard Nash, who I worked with at Ipswich, who had been watching games and said I hadn't seen any outfield players that were going to be, at this moment in time, going to be getting your team. But the one player that impressed him, James Talbot, and that was pretty good news considering the stuff we've had with the goalkeepers. I don't know. Let's see how he does for this, and let's see how he does and it continues with his league career. And I would imagine, like everybody else, if he gets the opportunity, he can move back and play, and that's what we want to do. I haven't had that conversation with him, I have to be honest.
Okay, we're going to break next door for today. Two lads are on the way in. Get the photographs finished off, so they'll be with you shortly.
Ta.
Yes, I can assure you.
Mr. Murray?